President Donald Trump said the U.S. will guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz, but Iran has threatened to retaliate. That's where we're starting the 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Monday, May 4th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. In a post on his Truth Social platform yesterday, Trump wrote that his plan to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz would begin this morning. He said the move was meant to, quote, free up people, companies, and countries that have done absolutely nothing wrong. They are victims of circumstance. An estimated 2,000 ships have been stuck since Iran closed the strait to any ships passing without its permission. That has sent gas prices soaring in the U.S. and around the world. Trump did not provide details about the plan or what actions the U.S. would undertake to facilitate the exit of ships. Speaking to reporters next to Air Force One yesterday, he struck a positive tone about the war.
Doing very well with regard to Iran. Again, they want to make a deal. They're decimated. They're having a hard time figuring out who their leader is. They don't know who their leader is because their leader's gone.
But this morning, Iran's military warned that it will strike U.S. forces if they attempt to approach or enter the waterway. Meanwhile, a new Washington Post ABC News Ipsos poll found that Trump's disapproval ratings have reached a new high. Specifically, Americans disapprove of his handling of the situation with Iran by 66% to 33%. Our second story is a Post exclusive. Internal ICE records reveal the widespread use of force in detention centers. The Post reviewed hundreds of internal ICE emails known as the Daily Detainee Assault Report. These reports summarize every incident in which staff members reported using physical force, like kicks and punches, against detainees at 98 ICE detention facilities. They revealed at least 780 such incidents in the first year of Trump's second term. That includes the use of force or chemical agents on groups of detainees demanding adequate water, food, and medical care. This is an increase. The reports show that detention staff used force 37% more times than in the year before Trump returned to office. This investigation gives an unprecedented look at the treatment of ICE detainees as the Trump administration has carried out the biggest expansion of immigration detention in decades. Number 3. Rudy Giuliani was hospitalized and is in critical condition. On Friday, the 81-year-old former mayor of New York City said this on his online show, America's Mayor Live.
Live from Palm Beach, Florida. And my voice is a little under the weather, so I won't be able to speak as loudly as I usually do, but I'll get closer to the microphone.
Then yesterday, Giuliani's spokesman said he was hospitalized in critical but stable condition. Once known as America's mayor for his leadership after the attacks of September 11, 2001, Giuliani made an unsuccessful run for president in 2008 and then went on to become an advisor for Trump. In a Truth Social post, Trump called Giuliani the best mayor in the history of New York City by far. And he repeated claims about fraud in the 2020 elections. Giuliani has been a vocal supporter of those disproven claims. Number 4. Drug makers ask the Supreme Court to restore abortion pill access by mail. On Friday, a federal appeals court limited access to the abortion pill mifepristone nationwide. The ruling temporarily blocks people from receiving the drug through telehealth providers and by mail. The court ruled that the commonly used abortion drug can only be picked up in person. The ruling came in a lawsuit filed by Louisiana against the FDA, which had allowed access to the drug via mail and telehealth. Anti-abortion advocates have been troubled by rising use of the drug since Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022. Telehealth has kept abortion pills flowing to all 50 states since then, even to those with abortion bans. On Saturday, 2 drug manufacturers asked the Supreme Court to temporarily restore access to the pills by mail. It's unclear when the justices will rule on their emergency applications. Spirit Airlines shut down after Trump's bailout plan failed. That's number 5. At 3 a.m. on Saturday, Spirit grounded the last of its bright yellow fleet and closed its call centers, leaving travelers scrambling to rebook flights on other airlines. After 2 bankruptcies, the low-budget carrier said it had no choice but to wind down operations immediately. The Trump administration had been floating a $500 million rescue plan that would have given the government a hefty ownership stake in the airline. But that plan drew criticism, even from Trump's Republican allies, and it failed to take off. Around 17,000 employees and contractors are in line to lose their jobs. The company faced relentless financial pressure from the skyrocketing cost of jet fuel and a core customer base that wanted low prices as they themselves struggled with rising inflation. If you had a flight booked with Spirit that has suddenly disappeared, you can find instructions on how to get a refund in today's 7 newsletter. Number 6. Evidence suggests that vaping might cause cancer. The use of e-cigarettes has been rising among American adults and among children in middle and high school. That has people wondering about the safety of vaping. Oncologist Mikhail Sekaris was asked about whether vaping can cause cancer and if it is any safer than smoking traditional cigarettes. He wrote that the contents of e-cigarettes and their aerosols can contain harmful or potentially harmful substances like heavy metals and known carcinogens, and there are several concerning studies you should know about. Some studies in lab-grown cells in mice suggest that vaping causes cellular changes related to cancer. Other research has shown changes to chemicals in body fluids and linked vaping to cancers of the mouth and lungs. The research on this topic is sparse and a little muddled for now, especially because many people who vape also smoke or have smoked regular cigarettes. But Sekaris says it's better to just kick the habit right away, rather than waiting for the data on the possible dangers of vaping to become clearer. And at number 7, there's a secret to making chores so fun you'll look forward to them. Look around your house. Does the dishwasher need emptying? Is the clutter cluttering? How's that laundry hamper looking? If you feel a degree of dread when it comes to tidying and cleaning and the other mundane tasks of daily life, same. Luckily, writer, podcast host, and cleaning expert Jolie Kerr is here to help. She says the secret to making chores fun is gamification. That is, turning the dreaded tasks of adulthood into entertaining gambits. Like timed challenges, giving yourself a set amount of time to complete a task. Kerr says that creates urgency and sets limits on your overwhelm. She also likes the idea of an admin night party. That's a get-together in which people do boring tasks like filling out school forms or paying bills, but in a fun, social, boozy way. There's also my personal favorite strategy, the poop rule. That idea is to ask yourself when decluttering, if this item was covered in poop, would I still keep it? After cleaning off the poop, of course. For more of Kerr's gamifying and game-changing tips, follow the link in our newsletter. All right, you're all caught up. Tonight is the annual benefit for the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute, also known as the Met Gala. If you're a fan of fashion's big night, make sure you check out the Post's live coverage starting early this evening. We will be sharing all the best looks from the red carpet and the protests expected outside. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.